Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the weekly entertainment bubble. I'm your host and myhighplains.com correspondent, Erin Rosas. We are back recapping all the latest in the entertainment headlines, all the top stories. Today, we're going to go over some J-Lo and Ben Affleck news. Britney Spears never ceases to amaze. She's in the news. Some sad Gilbert Gottfried news. And if you stick around at the end, I will let you know where Garth Brooks is going to be in Texas this summer. He will be performing. So let's get right into it. First, we'll start off with some J-Lo and Ben Affleck news. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are engaged after just a little while of dating. So here's what we know. In a recent newsletter, Jennifer Lopez shared some photos, and she basically said how he popped the question, which she said was in her favorite spot, the bubble bath, which I find really interesting. Also, he gave her a unique green ring. She's now saying that green is her lucky color. It's very beautiful, and I did a little research, and I found that a jeweler actually said green was one of the rarest form of diamonds. I think red is first, and then you have green. So, he's a diamond expert, and he's saying that that is super rare. I'm assuming it's very expensive. I don't know how much he paid for that ring. There's no reports on how much he paid, but you can definitely tell it's a beautiful ring. I don't know if I would want a green ring. Maybe if you told me the price, I would, be more likely to say, oh yeah, that's what I want. But I definitely know that they are engaged. She has been engaged reportedly 6 times. E! News reported that she'd been married 3 times. And Ben Affleck was previously married to Jennifer Garner. Now, they both have children, and we know that they have reunited after years and years of being away from each other. Next up on the agenda, we have some Britney Spears news. She announced on Instagram that she is expecting a baby with her fiance Sam Asghari, and this comes on the heels of her conservatorship being terminated. Here is what we know about Britney Spears and the pregnancy. So she posted on Instagram that she was having what she thought was a food baby, and she realized as it grew, it wasn't a food baby, that she was pregnant. She put a huge description about the way she was feeling about the pregnancy, and so she showed off her small baby bump on Tuesday. If you follow her on Instagram, she posts a lot of things on there. Now, this news, it comes after the 13-year conservatorship ended. She battled her father in court over conservatorship, the rights to her money, the rights to have children. A lot of her rights were under this conservatorship, and now that it's terminated, she has much more free will. Right now, she currently has a 16-year-old and a 15-year-old with her ex-husband, Kevin Federline. And that relationship, I remember following that relationship, and I followed her relationship with Justin Timberlake, which that's one of the ones I found interesting for sure, her relationship with Justin Timberlake. I love the matching outfits they wore, and so, a lot of this seems like it's phases, but she's been with this fiance Sam for a while now. So I'm definitely thinking she wants to make it work. She wants a family. She wants a life. And so she's going to make it work. Next up, we have some really sad news as longtime and legendary comedian Gilbert Gottfried has died at the age of 67. Here's what we know. It was first reported that he died of a long illness. There wasn't any detailed information on exactly what he died of. But now we're seeing that he had a rare genetic muscle disease, and that affected his life, and it triggered dangerously abnormal heartbeat is what I found. And I think Gilbert Gottfried, he's best known for, to me, his voice. He has a very specific voice, but one of the things we know him for, he did a little stint on SNL in the 80s. And he was on MTV for a while. I feel like he was definitely a personality. He brought a lot of comedy to every single thing he did, just the way he spoke. I saw him on Howard Stern. He knew who he was. He knew the characters that would kill. So he perfected his comedy, and it worked out for him. He had a really long career. There was a photo out there with him, Bob Saget, Norm Macdonald. All of them have passed away. So it was sad to see, but one of the last posts that Gilbert Godfrey posted on Instagram, I believe, was him defending Chris Rock. When it came to the whole situation with Will Smith slapping him. So, he was good friends with Chris Rock. He had a ton of comedians that he was close to. Obviously, reactions are coming in. One of the things that I really saw him in that I, loved was he did the roast of Donald Trump. And you could tell he's just comfortable on a stage. You just know that he knows what he was doing his whole life. He's done it, he's lived it, and he's loved it. So I want to finish off with some Garth Brooks news. I have here, it is on myhighplains.com. Garth Brooks shared a video of his excitement. He is actually going to come to Arlington, Texas to perform. The first time in 17 years he has come to Dallas. So it's been 17 years, and he shared a video about his excitement, his love for Dallas. And so that is set to kick off July 30th at 7 p.m. And My High Plains has more information, and they also have where you can buy tickets. Tickets will go on sale Friday, April 15th at 10 a.m. So if you guys want to get tickets to go see Garth Brooks in concert in Dallas, you guys can do that on myhighplains.com. I love Garth Brooks' music. We are in the Texas Panhandle, so I definitely know that there is a ton of love for Garth Brooks, for sure. All right, everyone, that is all the top stories and the headlines that we have for you today. I appreciate everyone watching these episodes. I love recording them and doing them and just describing and explaining what's going on in entertainment world. So I appreciate you all, and go to myhighplains.com for local news and national news and entertainment news. You can find everything you need on there, and have a wonderful week. Thank you.